So the next workshop is a bookmaking workshop by Penny. But first, let me share with you a slide. Please have your equipment list ready and keep your microphones on mute. If you really need to ask a question, please ask in chat. If you are not doing the workshop, no problem. You can watch and interact in the chat. And please, we need your comments in your questions as well. So let me first introduce you, Penny. She is our volunteer, and she is always have been valuable member of Heart Parcel, who supports the project in Open Kitchen 2.1 and 2.2 with anything related to comments, ideas, instructor, and to the rehearsal with all our learner. What can I say? Amazing lady, and she's fully dedicated and believed in Heart and Parcel. Now it's over to you, Penny. We need to be there. I prepared already my stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
Hanan, thank you for that lovely introduction. It's much easier being a volunteer when you're working with lovely people. So you've welcomed me into the Heart and Parcel family. So thank you for that. So today what we're going to do, I'm going to share my screen so that you can see what we're going to do today. Can people see the picture of a little book? This is a little book called 8 Wishes that I learned how to make in an online workshop, which was nearly all women meeting together from the United Kingdom, from America, all around the world. And I think it was really interesting that it was women who wanted to capture their wishes and hopes for perhaps for a better future. So it's a very simple book, and you can see here that I've put little notes and some photographs, a badge from when my son was in the Cubs, some little notes, some photographs of when they were small, a picture here made by my friend. So you can make this book bigger, smaller, different shapes and sizes. The process is the same. So what we're going to do today is practice making this, and then afterwards we can share what people have made. But I hope you will then be able to go and teach other people, your children, other friends, how to make this book, because it's great fun, and you can give these as presents to people, keep them yourself. And you'll notice this is something I really like. This is the front of the book. On the back I've got for and from, so you can give it to somebody. And hidden here is secrets. There's even a little secret place that you can write things that nobody can see. So this is what we're going to do. So what you need today is one piece of paper, roughly this shape. It can be a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller, but not too small, because otherwise it's very difficult to fold it. You need some scissors, and you need a pen or pencil or crayons, it doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter what color your paper is. It can be patterned. It can have one patterned side and one plain side. It doesn't matter. You can also, later on, there'll be time in the workshop to go and collect perhaps small pieces of paper, or the things that I've got here, some photographs, a label from a present. You could even put, this is a piece of my wedding dress fabric, so that might be able to fit in. It's all sorts of things you can include, and it makes a really nice little keepsake. So that's the book. And I like it too, because it also stands, when you've made the book, it stands up on its own on a shelf. If you have some sellotape, I've got some pretty pattern one here, but any tape that you have, any scraps of paper. So I'm just going to give people a couple of minutes. If you want to go and grab anything from around the house, come back ready to make. Okay, so just if anybody wants to go. Because the other thing is, because it sort of opens and closes like a concertina here, when I've made it, I've also made a little wrap that can go round, and that will hold it shut if you want to give it to somebody. And I'll show you how to do that at the end as well. Okay, so do you want to just let me know when everybody's ready to start? Because we've got plenty of time, we've got an hour, so there's plenty of time to do this. Right, Hafsa's ready.
Yes, I'm ready as well.
Jolly good.
Everything.
So we've got Barbara,
Yes.
and Aklima, Caroline, Rasha, Aya. Hope you're all ready to start. Okay, so here we go. So this is the first thing we're going to do. With your piece of paper, you're going to take it so that the short end is closest to you and fold it in half like that. Okay, so you've got a fold in the middle. You just fold it like that. And if at any point I'm going too fast, just come on your microphone and just say, stop, tell me what to do again. Okay. So open that out, and you've got a crease, a fold in the paper along the middle. Then take the short edge and fold that up to the middle crease. Okay, like that. Okay, and then turn it round and do the same again with the other side. Fold the short edge into the middle. So that means you've got a piece of paper divided into 4 equal size sections like that. Okay, so if you want to hold yours up to your camera or just give me a thumbs up to say that you're fine with that. Well done. Great. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is turn it round, and this time we're going to fold the long edge to the other long edge. Just line it up carefully. Okay. So if you open that up, you can see that there are now 4 sections on each side. Okay. So remember, this is what we're going to be making. Just to sort of remind you, this book will come out of this one piece of paper. Now, the next thing you need to do is turn the paper over so that your creases are sticking upwards into the air. Okay.
Yes.
Now, with one of the long, no, sorry, nearly missed a bit. Can you see along the middle here, you've got a crease? You need your scissors. We're going to cut along that crease, but not all the way along. So I'm going to show you with a pen the parts that I'm going to cut.
Just one thing, Penny, we have a question. If it's patterned, it's the best to pattern it side down? This question from Hafsa.
If you've got patterns, then you want the pattern side facing upwards. Pattern side, if you have pattern on one side and plain on the other, have the pattern side facing upwards. It doesn't matter too much which way you folded it, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But have the pattern side folding upwards. So can you see we're going to cut 3/4 of the way along the middle there, but we're going to leave 1/4 not cut. Okay. You don't have to draw the dotted line like me, you can just cut straight along that line. Okay, so this is what we have at the end. Okay. So has everybody got to that stage? You've got your one piece of paper with 8 sections and you've cut across 3/4 on that middle line. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so now with that, just keep it flat. With your paper, you're going to take the long edge and fold it up between sort of 1/3 and 1/2 of the way up. It doesn't matter too much. You don't have to measure this precisely, but you're folding it into the middle and make sure that these folds here line up. That's how you know that it's nice and straight, because the folds are lining up. Okay. So that means you've got, these are the beginnings of the little pockets you're going to have in your book. Okay. And then turn it round and do the same on the other side. Now what you want to try, again, it doesn't matter if it's not exact, if it's a few millimeters out, it doesn't matter, but you're going to fold the other edge up the same amount. Okay, so you now have something which looks like this.
Show me Hafsa yours. Okay.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 folds on the long edges, cut 3/4 of the way along. Okay. Now what we're going to do now, this is when you need your pen and you need to think for a bit. So I'm going to ask you to think of some words that you would like to have in your book. So for example, in mine, one of the words I've got here is hope. I've got dream, nostalgia, love, aspiration. So you can choose words or little short phrases, or you might even want to have a name of somebody you admire on each page. And what you're going to, can you see along here, each of these 4 sections is where you can write a word. Now this is where it's important to get the writing the right way round. So let me show you. So I'm going to have hope here, and you can do it in different colors or the same color. And you could think of words that are appropriate for International Women's Day. You could have So break the bias could be on one of these. Okay, when you do it on one side and then you turn it all the way around, and then you write on the other side. So I'm going to have Heart and Parcel here, because Heart and Parcel have really helped me to break my biases. So you've now got 4 labels, and they are the right way up. If the paper's facing you, it's the right way up, but they're opposite to each other. So I'm going to let you just have a few minutes to think of all your words and write them on. Has anybody got any questions at this stage?
No, we don't have any questions. That's okay. I finished my. Hello, Barbara. Nice to see you. Oh, yes. Hello, Aya. Good. Good. Good, good, good. Let me see if any other. Ala, you have to do this. Very nice.
Yes, hello Hanan, hello everybody. Nice to see your workshop, Benny.
Hello, Ola. Thank you. I hope you're going to do some paintings on yours.
Yes, maybe we meet soon and you make my painting and I made your book.
Yeah. Okay, so hopefully everybody's got some
Yes.
words now.
Yeah.
So we're now going to start to turn something that's a flat piece of paper into a book. So the first thing we're going to do, this bit here, we're going to fold that over so you're hiding the word. And this is the starting with the end that's cut open. So take your first bit here and fold it over. Okay. And then you're going to fold this underneath. Okay. So I'm folding the end under like that. So I'll just show you that again, because sometimes this is where it gets a bit confusing. So take your end piece and fold it over, so you're hiding the words here. And then you take those two and fold it underneath the third one. And then you take all of those and fold that up to the end, and then just press down on those edges. So we've just made that side into a concertina. Okay.
Yes.
Then turn your page right the way round. And this time we're going to start from the right-hand side. Take this one and fold it over so the word is hidden. Fold that underneath. Okay, so I'm folding the end in, then two under, and then fold that over and press down. Okay. Then pick the whole thing up and fold it together. And you've made a book.
Yeah, very, very nice.
Okay. So has everybody got to that stage now? Everybody okay?
I think
Hey. Now, if you want to, because you've got each of these words now is a pocket. The ones where it's folded on either side, the pocket's closed at the end. But if you want to, you can just get a bit of tape. So at the end there, can you see? I've just put a bit of tape on the end here. And you could put a bit of tape on to these. Now you could tape those two together in the thing. And this is, that middle bit there is where you can write some secrets if you want to, a hidden message. Or it could be something that you write to yourself, something to make you think about that you're going to keep close to you, perhaps a promise you make to yourself.
Have a look to this. I stick this with the glue, you know, between
Yes,
all.
that's fine.
Yeah.
And on this one, I used, can you see here, I used my sewing machine. It's a bit, can't see. I used my sewing machine and just sewed down the edges to close those end ones. So you can close it however you like with tape, or you could do it just with paper clips. Okay.
Yes.
So what I'd like you to do now is just to think about what might go into some of your pockets. So in the book that I've made here, the first one here, and it's the first one in the new one today, I want you to get a piece of paper. It could be any piece of paper. You can fold it in half, or you could roll it up like that and put into the pocket. So I'd like you to think about what you've written in one of your pockets and then write a message. And then you could put a line of your beautiful poetry
Yes.
onto here.
Yeah.
And then you can pop that inside a pocket.
because this I will give it to my daughter today, so I will write her a message and they will put it in the pocket.
Yeah. So then what I enjoyed doing was going around. I went round the house when I made the first one, and I found all these little things. So I found a little label from a present that I could put in with a note behind it. And these are photos of my children in this pocket when they were very small. They're now both in their 20s, so they're much bigger now. This is when they used to be cute. Okay, so the last thing to do is you can write on the front of this so Hanan says she's going to send this, make this for her daughter. So you could write on there. And you can write on the back. And then the last part of actually making the book, I mentioned about having a piece of paper to wrap round. So I just have a thin strip of paper. Hi, Fatima. And I'm just going to wrap it round and then fasten it with tape or glue like that. And it just holds it then together as a nice little present.
Very nice.
So what I think would be really lovely now is if people who have made the book would like to share some of the words or the things that they might put in the pockets or what they're going to do with the book.
Yes. So let me share my word first, okay? The first word is self-esteem.
I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that you can see
okay.
yours. Yeah.
Yeah. So self-esteem, perseverance, tolerance, think positive, self-care, break the bias, women support women, and family.
Lovely. And what sort of things do you think you will put into your pockets?
This I will be just is a small message to my daughter. Okay, I love her so much. Then she's my soul. She's my, you know, the oxygen I breathe. Okay, my message for her.
That's lovely.
Yeah. And you, Hafsa?
So I mentioned before that I'm doing one of inspirational women, ones that I choose, but not like a celebrity or someone I've not met, but people in my everyday life who are role models. So it starts off, I've got my mom and my sister at the beginning, and then the rest is filled with people who I've worked with in Heart and Parcel. So it's Claire and Hanan, Carolina, Penny, you're in there. And I've got Nina at the end as well. And in the pockets, I started doing it I've done one little folded paper, which is kind of like all the things like job roles that my sister has, and then for each one like a little list of what makes them so inspirational. So what, like I've added things like, for my sister, I put like kind-hearted, supportive, and funny, and best organizer, because she's good at the organizing stuff. So the little things about each one.
So Barbara, if you want to share, please. We can't hear you, Barbara. Yeah.
Well, I haven't decorated it yet, but it's very inspiring. So I've made it for my niece, Lara. She is a 19-year-old girl. She lacks a bit of confidence. So these messages have got a bit of a push for her on words of encouragement, like, yes, you can. Love yourself. And try to smile every day. That sort of thing.
Lovely, lovely message. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you. What I really like, Barbara, it's all of your positive feelings for her going to her, and it's something that she can have and hold and keep.
She can't deny it if she can hold it in her hand, can she? Thank you.
Yeah.
Aya, did you finish your book?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I made it, but so I didn't put anything in the pocket, but I use tape, and could you like this? So I like this paper craft. Thank you. So I wrote some kanji letters here: love and hope and joy, and other keywords from you all.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Aya.
And this is so nice because you can use it to express yourself in your own language. You could use it to practice new languages.
Yeah.
You could have, perhaps you could have your kanji letter and then the same thing in English in the pocket, or different ways of doing it. It's great.
Yeah, now my daughter is studying English with me, so I'll tell her how to make this tomorrow.
Good. Good. And thank you for joining us from Japan, Aya. Thank you so much. So let me see if anyone, okay, yeah. So Penny, show me your final book, your final, yeah. Show me your final book.
So here is mine. So I've made my little wrap to go around it. So I haven't got anything in my new one yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you showing us on your screen, Penny?
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
I'll click the button.
Yes.
There we go. I haven't put anything in mine yet. But this is the first one I did. And I put some decorations on the back.
Yeah. Because this is just the original idea. If anyone wants to personalize the cookbook, we can add anything. Yes, but after that I will add lot of decoration with my book.
Yeah, and it could be a recipe book.
Yes.
So I'm going to, let me just stop that. I'm going to, I will send to,
Did Asma, do you manage to do another one? Oh, good.
I put mine in this little case, but this is the same paper that I made my wedding invitations out of. So I've done
lovely.
words of love, family, hope inside, and I'll put
Oh.
little mementos in there just as a reminder, because I never did anything with any of my my wedding stuff. So yeah, it's just wrapped up right now.
Very, very nice. Hafsa, do you have, we can take picture together with the book, like all, yes.
Yeah, that would be good.
Please, if anyone hold the,
Everyone can hold their books up.
yes.
Let me just see. Okay. I don't know if I can see Aya and Barbara. I don't know if I can see your books. If you can hold them up a little bit higher.
You hold a little bit, okay, good, yeah.
Yeah. I can hold it with the other hand. Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll take a picture. Hold on. Hold on. I just need to take another one.
Can we hold it?
It's okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I've written out all of the instructions. And so I'll send this to Hanan, and this can go on to the Heart and Parcel International Women's Day. And then it will just help you
Yes.
to remember.
Okay. Thank you so much. I will share, yes, the instruction with all the participants. This will be very helpful for them to remember each step.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Penny.
And then, as we've, Hanan, it's a bit shorter than the time. Do you want to?
No problem. Then now I will. Yes, no problem. Now I will present the next presentation. Okay, Penny. And
Okay.
thank you so much. Thank you. Please, if you want to write your comments about Penny workshop, it's like how you find it, and please, yeah, thank you so much. Yes, I love your idea. It's fantastic from Ala. Thank you so much. So the next presentation.
And I'm just going to stop
yeah,
recording and
okay,
then start
okay,
again.
yeah.